Human ear. Do you ever notice how does compressions in the air become electrical signals in your brain? To understand this, we should know the anatomy of the human ear. The human ear is made up of three parts: the outer ear, middle ear, and the inner ear. All three parts of the ear is important for detecting sound by working together to move sound from the outer part through the middle and into the inner part of the ear. The outer ear includes auricle, auditory canal, and eardrum outer layer. Auricle is also known as pinna in human anatomy. It is a visible portion of the external ear and is made up of ridged cartilage covered by skin placed on opposite side of the head. Once the sound waves have passed the pinna, they move 2 to 3 centimeters into the auditory canal before hitting the eardrum, which is also known as the tympanic membrane. The function of the ear canal is to transmit sound from the pinna to the eardrum.
So, the outer part of the ear collects sound from the surroundings that travels through the auricle and the auditory canal, a short tube that ends at the eardrum.
Now discuss next part of human ear, middle ear. It includes eardrum. The eardrum or tympanic membrane is very thin, measures approximately 8 to 10 mm in diameter and is stretched by means of small muscles. The pressure from sound waves makes the eardrum vibrate. These vibrations are transmitted further into the ear via 3 bones in the middle ear, group named as ossicles. These are the 3 tiniest bones in the body, form the coupling between vibration of the eardrum and the forces exerted on the oval window of the inner ear. Formally named as 1. Malleus, 2. Incus, 3. Stapes. All the 3 bones of the middle ear are important for transporting sound from the outer part into the inner part of the ear. Malleus, long handle attached to the eardrum. The malleus transmits the motion of the vibrations to the incus, which is the bridge bone between the malleus and the stapes. The incus, in turn, transmit the sound vibrations to the next part of the ossicles. Stapes, or the footplate, the smallest bone in the body, almost 3 mm into 2.5 mm in size. This stapes amplifies and transforms the sound energy into mechanical energy. These are commonly referred to in English as the hammer, anvil, and stirrup. So, sound entering the outer ear travels through the middle ear and causes the eardrum and ossicles in the middle ear to vibrate. As it travels, it amplifies, becomes louder, and changes from air to liquid in inner ear. The inner ear is the most distal part of the ear.
The inner ear has 2 main functions. First is to convert mechanical signals from the middle ear into the electrical signals, which can transfer information to the auditory pathway in the brain. And second is to maintain balances by detecting positions and motion of the body.
The inner ear includes 1. Oval window, connects the middle ear with the inner ear. 2. Semicircular ducts, filled with fluid, attached to vestibule and cochlea, send information on balance and head position to the brain. 3. Cochlea, resembles a snail shape and is filled with a fluid called perilymph. When the fluid moves inside the cochlea, thousands of microscopic hair fibers inside the cochlea are put into the motion. 4. Auditory tube. The auditory tube is a bundle of nerve fibers that carry information between the cochlea and the inner ear and the brain.
The hair fibers in the cochlea are all connected to the auditory, and when the hair fibers move, they send electrical signals to the auditory nerve, which is connected to the auditory center to the brain. In the brain, the electrical impulses are translated into sounds which we recognize and understand. So, in short, how does human ear work? First, air compressions or sound waves are funneled into the ear by the pinna. Then, these vibrations make the eardrum to vibrate. These vibrations make the ear bones to vibrate. These vibrations are turned into electrical signals in the cochlea, and finally, these electrical signals are then sent to the brain by the auditory tube.